it's just like a basic flavor that everybody likes, but I just don't. I can't even stand the smell of it. I can't. Hey guys, welcome back. Emilyy Elizabeth here, and today I thought I would share with you 10 things that you guys might not know about me, or maybe you do, but just 10 things that usually people don't guess about me or have never known. So some of the things are a little weird, but I am gonna be completely open with you. Don't judge me, okay? So I'm just gonna give you a little insight into some of the things I like, don't like, or little things that I do that are weird. So yeah, here are 10 things you may or may not have known about me. So I just made a list on my phone in my notes just of the 10 things that I'm going to share with you guys. So the first thing. One thing about me is that I don't eat the ends of things. Like, I don't even know why I do this. I don't eat the ends, like I won't eat the last bite of a meal, or I won't eat the end of a sandwich or the end of a burrito, or like sometimes even the ends of french fries. I don't know why. It is very weird. I never even knew I did this until other people would point it out, and they'd be like, why didn't you eat that part? And I'd be like, I don't really know. I would just like complete my meal, and at the end there was just like, there's just always a little piece left over. I have no idea why. It's just something about me, I guess. But yeah, I don't eat the ends of foods, and I'll always leave a little part left. Sometimes I don't, but most of the time I do. Like when we were in Palm Beach, my dad got me like a frozen meal to eat because we had just gotten off of a long flight. And I ate everything except like one piece of chicken, and so in the morning he's like, oh, I knew Emily ate because she left one piece of chicken on her plate. But yeah, I seriously have no idea why I do that. But so yeah, I don't eat the ends of things. Very weird. I don't know why. Okay, the second thing is that I don't eat red meat. I don't not like a lot of foods. Does that make sense? But I don't eat red meat. I grew up eating it, like grew up eating everything my parents gave me, but I didn't really care for red meat. I just kind of ate it because, you know, that's what they put on the table, that's what I eat. Once I started like having a choice and really figured things out, I was just like, I don't really want to eat this. I don't like it. Like, I don't eat steak. I know that's very hard to believe, but yeah, I don't like steak. I don't eat any red meat of any kind. Basically, I only eat poultry, so that's what my diet consists of. People are like, how can you not like a really good steak? And I'm like, I don't know, it just grosses me out. But so yeah, I don't eat steak or peanut butter. Those are like the two things people never believe me. They're like, how could you not like peanut butter? And I'm like, I don't know. I've never liked peanut butter, and I wish that I did because it's such a convenient thing to like for smoothies, for sandwiches, for ice cream. I don't know, everything has peanut butter in it, and it's just like a basic flavor that everybody likes, but I just don't. I can't even stand the smell of it. I can't. One time, my sister and I were on a flight, I don't even know where, we were younger, and she was like, oh, just try these peanuts, like, just try them, because you know how they offer, like, little baggies of peanuts. So I was like, fine, I'll try them, and I literally almost threw up because I can't stand the taste of peanuts, peanut butter, or red meat. I will not. So yeah, those are like the two things that I don't ever eat. Even since I was little, like for the longest time since I can remember, I have not eaten steak or red meat or peanut butter all of my life. I don't know why. I've sucked it up for like the kids that I nanny for every time, or every once in a while, you know, you make them a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I can't. But yeah, so that's the second fact about me. The third thing is that I am allergic to fruit. It's kind of a weird thing to be allergic to. I'm allergic to like the acidity in fruit, so I can't have pomegranates, kiwi for some reason, especially pineapple, and I can have like a few grapes, a few strawberries, maybe a clementine. But yeah, so I don't even know why. I think my mom and my sister are like this. I have it pretty bad. I don't know. So basically what happens is my tongue itches in you have larger taste buds at the back of your tongue, and those get so large that I almost can't breathe. It's not that my throat closes or anything, it's my tongue swells. My tongue has a reaction, which then closes up my throat. So it's a very odd thing to be allergic to. I won't like die if I eat it, but if I eat too much, my tongue will swell so much that I can't breathe, if that makes sense. Which is so frustrating because I love fruit. I could eat fruit all day long. I make smoothies and just eat it for snacks. It's so easy on the go. Yeah, it's really sad. I don't know why. I remember when I was younger that I would eat kiwi particularly, and my tongue would literally itch, and it's the weirdest feeling for your tongue to itch. Like, I can't even describe it. It's just very weird. I'd be like, I don't know, trying to scratch my tongue with my finger. Yeah, so I'm allergic to fruit. I can eat like bananas, pieces of apples sometimes, but if it's like too much, then it's just like, can't have it. I can feel it almost instantly if anything I have. If like there's a lemon juice, too much lemon juice in something, it like really hurts and the sides of my tongue swell and goes into my teeth, and it's a mess. So the next fact about me is that I'm kind of a germaphobe. I've mentioned this once or twice in my other videos, but because of it, I don't wear my outside clothes in my bed. So there was like a Facebook article going around about it too. So I'm not the only one. After I wear my clothes for the day, like I'll change into my sleeping t-shirt and shorts, and then I'll get in bed, but I will not ever, ever, ever wear my clothes into like my sheets. Like I'll sit on top of my bed, but I won't get into my sheets with my like outdoor clothes on. Because seriously guys, if you think about all the places you've sat, like public transportation, even your car, outside, in class, at the desks, I don't know, everywhere that your clothes touch is just so dirty to me, and putting that in your bed is just gross. Like I don't want to sleep on where I sat today, like to put my face on somewhere I sat, basically. I don't know. It's weird, but when you think about it, it makes sense, okay? Like I want my place to be a clean, nice place to sleep, not a like germ-infested location. I don't know. But yeah, that's a fact about me. I will literally change every time. Like even to take a nap, I will change into my sleeping clothes and then take a nap and then change back into my regular clothes. I mean, I don't take a nap that often, but if I do, or for whatever reason I need to get in bed, I will always put my sleeping clothes on. So while we're on the topic of sleeping, something that I sleep with that not a lot of people know is I sleep with an eye mask. So a while ago, I used to live in a house with one of those like cheap pull down shades, and it would always stop like right at the bottom of the window, so it wouldn't cover like the window enough. So there was always like a sliver of window like not covered. And so in the morning at 5, 6, 7 a.m. when the sun rose, there'd be like that one beam of light coming into my room, and it would wake me up. I have no idea why. I have no control over it, but I would wake up at the crack of dawn to this little beam of light, and it would bother me so much. And so anytime there's a light in the room, whether that be like a night light or a light from the Xbox or my phone charging, whatever it is, I cannot sleep. It has to be pitch black, which is weird because I grew up sleeping with a nightlight on, and then one day it died. I really remember this day. It died and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in the dark, completely in the dark. But now that's the only way I can sleep. So because there's still like random lights going on around, like just when the sun comes up or whatever light is in the room, I have to wear an eye mask now. And it took me a little bit to adjust to it, to like wearing the eye mask at night. But yeah, I sleep with an eye mask. I have it right here. It's my little eye mask. It says, do not disturb. Because I don't want to be disturbed either. I'm like, don't mess with me when I'm sleeping. I need my beauty sleep. But yeah, I have to wear my eye mask because the littlest bit of light wakes me up, and then I'm up and I can't fall back asleep. Okay, another fact about me is that I have to have chapstick everywhere. I am one of those people that has a car chapstick, a purse chapstick, a backpack chapstick. I have one in my jacket, like my winter jacket. I have a chapstick everywhere, and if I take one from one of the spots, then it's all off and whatnot. I have read that there's like an addicting factor to chapstick. I don't know, but I use the Burt's Bees chapstick, and I love it. I'm pretty sure it's a more natural option, but I have to have chapstick with me everywhere. Like the slightest feeling of having chapped lips bothers me so much. Like I have to have chapstick with me at all times just in case. Like even if we go to an amusement park and you know how you pack like only the essentials, one of my essentials is chapstick. I have it with me everywhere and usually on. Yeah, I like to have soft lips. But the seventh thing about me is that I eat like on a schedule. Like I eat almost every 3 hours like clockwork. I don't know why I do this, but I'll be like sitting wherever I am and I'll be like, wow, I'm starving right now. And I'll be like, why? I just ate. And then I'll look at my watch and it'll be exactly 3 hours from the last time I ate. And I don't even plan this out. It just works out this way. I will literally eat every 3 hours almost to the dot. And it feels like I haven't eaten in days. Like I have to have something like right then and there. So even 2.5 hours after the last time I've eaten, I'll be like fine. I won't even feel hungry at all. But the second the 3 hour mark comes, I will be starving. And it's so odd because I have to almost plan like my next snack or meal before I'm hungry, because all of a sudden like I'm hungry immediately and I have to eat or I get a headache and feel lightheaded, like almost to the point where I'll pass out if I don't eat. Like sometimes when I go to play soccer, I'll have to like down a snack really quick because I will be so lightheaded that I can't play. It's very odd, but but yeah, so I eat almost every 3 hours exactly. Okay, the eighth thing about me is that I have this thing where I like shake my foot or my leg while I'm in class or while I'm sitting at the beach, whatever. I'm like constantly shaking my foot or my leg. And it's kind of funny because my sister does it and my mom and my uncle. Like it kind of runs up the side of my mom's family. So I don't know if that's something, like I don't know if that's something that is genetic, but me and my sister do it constantly. Like when we were in Palm Beach and we were like laying by the pool, like we're both like wiggling our foot back and forth, or when I'm in class I'm like bouncing my knee, like I'm like that person that jiggles the table. But I try to be aware of it so that I don't like wiggle the whole table, but honestly half the time I'm doing it I don't notice whatsoever. Like my boyfriend usually points it out and is like, hey, stop it, and I'm like, oh, sorry. I'm constantly just shaking my leg or my foot, and it's very weird. I really don't know why I do it. I know a lot of people do it, so I think that's like a somewhat normal thing. I just think it's interesting that it runs in my family almost, but yeah, I'm constantly shaking my leg or my foot. Okay, the next thing about me is that I am always on time. Like I do not like to be late. I will time things like perfectly to the minute. Like if I have to be somewhere at 10 o'clock, I will not be there at 9:59. I will not be there at 10:01. I will be there exactly at 10 o'clock. Unless it's for class, like I get to class early because, you know, you have to find a seat and whatnot. But everything else, like if I have an appointment or whatever, I am there on the dot, right on time. I like time everything out so perfectly. Partly because I really value my sleep and I want to make sure I get enough sleep. I'll time it so that I get the maximum amount of sleep, and then how much time I need to do everything, like in terms of getting ready or showering, driving there, etc. I hate being late. Like, and it drives me nuts when other people are late too, because like I like to have respect for other people's time and I want them to have respect for mine, but you can't control everybody. So I work, like that's just something about me. I like to be on time for everything. And if I'm early, I'm early. Yeah, I am always perfectly on time for most things. Obviously, you run into the occasional like accident or a ton of traffic, but I like to tell whoever I'm going to that I'm running late, but usually I am on time to the T. The last thing about me is that this is the first time I've ever dyed my hair. Like, it's not even that much dyed. Like, you can see some lightness, but my hair is like naturally very dark. Like my roots are my natural hair color, but I didn't want to do anything crazy for my first time, but there is some color in it, and I'll add like more in the summertime to lighten it up. But yeah, I was like so scared to dye my hair because like my hair is naturally straight and I haven't ever done anything with it. I've been like just too scared to trust anybody with my hair, but the person that I did do it with I fully trust and it came out so good. I love it. But yeah, I was so nervous, and a lot of people, maybe my like close family obviously knows that, but not a lot of other people do. I did this style, I did a balayage style because my hair grows insanely fast. Like, my roots grow out so fast that it would be impossible to keep up with if I like did my roots all the way down, like my whole head. Also just very expensive because I have so much hair. But yeah, I just did it this way as my first time so that I could just get used to it myself and not have to keep up with the maintenance of touching up my roots and blah blah blah. So this is what I did, and like I said, I'll lighten it up later on if I want to, but I didn't want to go too extreme in case I didn't like it. But yeah. So those were 10 random facts about me that some of you might not have known, but I just wanted to kind of give you an insight into kind of the little things about me. So I hope that you found that interesting. Make sure you guys are hitting the subscribe button so that you can not miss out on any of my videos, as well as hitting the little bell so that you can get post notifications every time I post a new video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye!